Watch me. Oh, sit. Good girl. Watch me. Good girl, honey. Watch me. Watch me. There you go. Can we walk gently? Today is April 13th, and it's unbelievable how the weather's been in Chicago. Over the past couple of days in particular, we've hit the 80s, and it seems like we've gone straight into summer. And Charlotte here, 3/4 Pomeranian and 1/4 Husky, has a lot of winter coat still on her. She's shedding a bit more, but she's got so many layers to her that just naturally belong to her body because of her breed that I'm grateful I am aware of more of the heat dangers, especially as we're moving into summer, so I can take better care of her and feel more confident when we're out and about. Hi. Should we keep going? Recently, Charlotte and I have revamped our obedience training for a lot of different reasons. Ooh, some geese. They're warning us to stay away. We'll be careful. This is the only way we can get to the dog park. Sorry, guys. Charlotte has been so much calmer around other animals, especially since we worked on walking on the leash. She's not perfect, but nobody is. But I feel a lot more confident walking her these days. One of my favorite features of our apartment complex is the dog park. Go play! Good girl. Gosh, she would have never sniffed around like this before. She seems just so much more confident in herself, and I think that has to do with my confidence. For a long time, I resisted taking her to the dog park because I was afraid she'd slip out and I wouldn't know what to do, or that she'd bark and get upset because there were other dogs around, which has happened before. So I kind of reinforced the habit of not going out to the dog park. But now we finally get to enjoy it, which is a huge benefit, especially when the weather's nice. The last thing you want to do is just be inside all day, especially when you have a dog park in your complex. Come! Come! Come here! What a good girl! You're so pretty. I'm proud of her. You think you could jump over those dogs? Probably not. Come here, honey. Come. Come. Good girl. She is getting so much better at that. I really don't think Sharli would have spent this long at the park without coming back to us or being fearful. She has just made so much progress, leaps and bounds, since we've done just a little bit of training. It doesn't take long. They learn so quickly, and it makes such a big difference in their life. I would highly recommend obedience training to anyone, and if you feel like you didn't sit adequately, get enough obedience training, then it's not too late. She's 2-ish years old, and the training stuck just as quickly, maybe not as quickly as a puppy, but just about. And she's a little defiant, so she's not always the best listener. Well, she still climbed on my lap. She did really, really good, and she was a good girl playing out there for a long time. So some of the things that I teach in my obedience class are commands, because commands are vital for our dog to know what to do in stressful situations. When I asked her to come earlier, it wasn't just because it's fun when she comes over to me, but I need her to come in the most important situations. You'll also learn sit, down, stand, wait. Wait is an important one because we want our dogs to wait at the door. That prevents bolting. Commands are really great safety measures for our dogs in their everyday life. And household items. I know. Yes. She's still working on her dog sensitivities, but we're out and about. We're working on it. And you'll learn this all through the basics of reinforcement, learning theory, and specifically fear-free. Fear-free is scientifically validated. It focuses on stress in particular and how that impacts us and our dogs. And it makes sure that we are providing low stress environments for our pets so they can be happy. We know that stress is, it's so bad for our bodies and our minds and for their bodies and minds. So operating from a fear-free or de-stressed perspective is just crucial when we are trying to train our dogs. You can't learn if you're stressed. If you wanted to work on crate training, that's included in the program. Some tricks like shake, crawl, wipe your feet, spin and twist, which is nice for wiping off paws after going outside, holiday considerations, and so much more. Some things I've done differently since learning more obedience work with Charlotte is always carrying a pouch on me with treats. Don't go chasing those big birds. I know. For moments just like this, actually. Come here. Come. Come here. Come. Good girl. Because we can avoid situations. Some other things I've done differently since doing obedience work with Charlotte. Really paying attention to how she's walking on the leash. It's important that she's not pulling and she's staying by my side. Ooh, good girl. She already knows she needs to watch me. Watch me, good girl, and sit. You did that already. In order to get a treat. The treats just are endlessly helpful in making sure that your dog is staying within your control and is staying regulated with you. A lot of our dog's issues come from dysregulation or stressful situations. So when we learn how to handle stress, we can interrupt the stress process by introducing some fun, tasty food. That really changes how your dog feels about the world. And it makes you feel more confident too. So treat pouch is necessary. I also am more aware of the heat and its impact on Charlotte. So it's like 85 degrees today and it's April. So I know that we can't be out here for too long, especially with her breed and her coat. So I'm monitoring her. I'm keeping an eye on her tongue, the color of her tongue. And I know what to do if she does get hyperthermia, just in case, which is very relieving to me. Because she's been in long car rides before, and we've had the AC blasting, and still she's been so hot, and it really worried me in the past, but now I know what to do. So if you're interested in the Good Manners curriculum, it has changed her life, and I'm very proud of her. And I highly recommend that you reach out if you want support with training your dog.